that becomes a problem. First there's the actual traffic itself, the amount of traffic. Children crossing the road for school. And there's a lollipop person there, I know. But traffic can get banked up. People get impatient when they're trying to go to work and so on. And the other thing is the volume of traffic is the amount of wear and tear, for want of better words, on the road. So the solution, well, I know that there's a corporate centre being built down here at Mistful Park. And we go past that as we go past the cafe. I don't know what's going to be in the corporate centre, and I don't know if that's going to solve the problem or not. But to me, the solution would have been the council to insist that developers get the supermarket, especially the shops, open before they allow any more houses. As you can see here on the left and the right for that matter, plenty of vacant blocks, plenty with fencing around them, and the builders are all busy. Alright, enough of my soapbox. We'll continue our run up Mistful Park Road here. One thing I should give the developers credit for, say, is having built the cafe. As I said, you'll see in a moment just around the corner here, and next to that a preschool, so that the young families who live in here got a preschool to send their children to. No school here, so I guess if you live out here, somewhere halfway along this road is a dividing line, an imaginary line. You either go to Wallenbilly School if you live on this side of the line, and if you live on the other side of the line, perhaps at the top of Mount Hill or something, I guess you'd go to Bradfordville Public School if you were inclined to go to private school or behind government school. And of course you've got a choice of a few Catholic schools as well. You might wonder, well, how many people are needed out here before they build a school? I don't know the answer to that, but these houses, you can imagine, it wouldn't be difficult to fill the school. Pro school on the right, left, as you can see now, and ahead cafe, it's called K&G's, and behind that the corporate centre. Like I said, I don't know what's going in the corporate centre, whether that's where the supermarket's going to go or not. I guess one of the difficulties for the developers is that Woolworths, having spent a ton of money on their redevelopment down in town, and the mall being spruced up and new shops being added and the Coles supermarket being expanded there, neither of those two entities wanted to open another supermarket. I did hear something about IGA, but I don't know where that's up to. There's also supposed to be a service station here. Maybe that's what all this forecourt here on the left is about. sign says commercial centre. On the left, lots of vacant ground that over the years that I've been either walking or running up and down here, and piles of earth put here and moved around and flattened and then moved again. Not much else. Structure on the left hand side here, steel structure. Sign on it says it's going to be a car wash, a truck wash. I don't know if they're going to do cars as well. But they seem to get to this stage, I don't know, maybe even a year ago or more, and then nothing else has happened. So, I'm at the, or almost at the intersection of Mary's Mount Road and the Crookwell Road, and I'll take the running track and the zipper down to the pedestrian bridge over the river. Sign on the trailer there saying, "We say no to toxic waste incinerator." There's an energy company, I think it's called Gerara Energy, who want to build an incinerator out near Bungonia, and their plan is to do what happens out at Carrigo with the putrescible waste. In other words, these people want to buy waste from Sydney, transport it to Bungonia, burn it, and in the process create energy. Now their argument is, if we're burning this waste, it's not going into landfill, and we're creating green energy. Presumably they have enough filters in there to present toxic gases and things escaping from the incinerator. The people who live out there naturally don't want a waste incinerator in their backyard. Nobody does. And one of the councillors, according to the local paper, the one that they give away, I think it's called the Goulburn Express, one of the local councillors moved a motion at a recent council meeting saying, if these waste incinerators to generate energy are such a good idea, why is it, well, she asked this question, why is it that the waste has got to be transported out of Sydney to somewhere like Goulburn to be burnt to create energy? Why doesn't the government make some requirement that the waste be burned, turned into energy closer to its source? And I think that's a valid question. Everybody is a bit NIMBY, that is, not in my backyard, but if this burning waste, and it happens in other places around the world, I know that places like Sweden, they actually buy waste from other countries and burn it to create energy. So it is a viable way to create electricity, but if it's a viable way, why transport the waste 200 kilometres down the road from where it's generated? Why not do it closer? So that's what all of that sign's about, I guess. Just gone down the first of the zippers there, and locals will know coming along to the end of the park run course, and even those of you who've seen some of my other videos will know this is the end of the park run course. Plenty of water spilling over Marsden Weir at the moment. Must get some water in from rain in the upper catchment. You see the 5 on the ground there to finish the park run course. And I've got about 2 and a bit kilometres to go to home. So I think I've covered about 8. One of those points in the run where you've got to start looking ahead a bit, picking up markers and saying to myself, got to make that point. So first point, of course, there's the white truck ahead there. You see going up a bit of a slope towards Hawthorn Street. Now it's not a very steep slope, but nevertheless, at this stage you kind of got to talk yourself into it a bit. Head up, head down, which is it, kind of thing. Past the white truck, a couple of poles up ahead, next markers, hey, get to there. I know when we get up the top of the rise there, it flattens out a bit for a while. Just got to will yourself to keep going. The 50 sign. And we're 11 kilometres, not 8, 11 kilometres into the run. I passed a 50 km/h sign on a bit of a flat spot here for a while. Coming up to Hawthorn Street. Bit of a dip ahead before it rises again to Kinghorn Street and beyond to Wallandilly School. On the left-hand side here behind the trees is the Goulburn High School Agricultural Farm. 2 high schools in Goulburn. High School's the original one up here on the corner of Goldsmith Street, Deccan and Fitzroy Street at the roundabout there. They do agriculture as well. Have some sheep, cattle, I think they're alpacas. There's a bit of some grapevines as well. Coming up to Kinghorn Street, just crossing that now. I've a runner about there in the yellow jacket on the other side of the road there, just in front of Wallenbilly School.